Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. My hair's a little sideways. Hi. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Peace, Love, Faith, and Divine Union. I am Kanisha. I am a twin flame ascension coach at Twin Flames Universe. I also love to speak on mindset and limiting beliefs. And today I wanted to speak on the only tool that I personally used in order to come into harmonious union with my true twin flame. And for a little while, I didn't believe that this was actually going to work or heal or ultimately be the one tool that was going to bring a connection together that felt like it was never going to work. But after 8 years of doing this and helping other people also use this tool and watch them come into union, I 1000% believe that this works. So that tool is the mirror exercise. And I hear people ask all the time, what is the mirror exercise? Does it actually work? And so today I wanted to share with you guys, personally do it myself so that you can see how it's done. I tend to move through the mirror exercise every once in a while within my group coaching when my clients are moving through something, or if I'm moving through something and I'm triggered in the moment, I will move through it in front of my clients because I do feel like it's important for them to have an example. But I also have recognized that it is something that takes a little bit of time, that getting used to or feeling comfortable with it. I do hear a lot with those who have a hard time taking responsibility of their reality that they feel like the mirror exercise is somehow gaslighting them. And that means that it feels uncomfortable for them to do step 2, and we'll get into that. But step 2 requires you to turn the upset and look at yourself and look within and see why this is upsetting you. And for a lot of people, this feels very uncomfortable. But for those who are willing to humble themselves, to really take responsibility of their reality and recognize that they co-create their reality and just sit with what's coming up, they find, wow, I actually am saying yes to this pattern, or I have been playing out this programming since I was a child. I can see why this is now coming up the way that it is. So, the mirror exercise. You will find that in the book Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. You can also find it on twinflamesuniverse.com. And I personally learned how to master the mirror exercise through writing it down. So I do have a journal. I've showed you guys this before. If you're new to my channel, I do have a personal journal that I write every mirror exercise in. But for the most part, I can do the mirror exercise when I'm moving through the upset in the moment. It's very helpful, especially when you are living with your twin flame or you're in close proximity with your twin flame on a pretty consistent basis. It is very helpful to be able to master it and have just like a comfortability of moving through it while you're having conversations. So I tend to usually mirror when I'm by myself or when I have like a quiet moment, but there are times where I'm so triggered and I'm like in the car with my twin flame that I don't want to spend the whole car ride in a trigger. So I'll move through the mirror exercise as he's talking, or just allow the feeling to come up and love myself there. So 4 steps to the mirror exercise. If you have a pen and paper, definitely write some notes down. But the first step would be identifying the upset. And let me see if I can feel into if I have anything coming up here that I want to work on. That's not super personal, but can feel like it just needs some attention. Okay, so the first thing that's actually coming up is my car. So at this moment in time, for some of you don't know, I was in a car accident not too long ago, and the car that I was in a car accident in, I liked it, and it was what it was. It was good for me, but I could feel that I desired a higher vibrational car, and something that really supported not only me as being a busy mom, but I also wanted it to be like aesthetically pleasing because sometimes it felt weird for me to like be dressed up and then getting out of like a really dingy car, like a beat up car, because it was a car that I had bought off of a friend and I just needed a car at that time. So at that time, I was like, whatever, I don't care if it has a dent in it, like I'll take it. But where I'm at now, it doesn't feel like it's vibrationally the right car. So I ended up having a car accident a few weeks ago. And luckily, we were supported with another car, but still kind of the same vibration. Doesn't really feel like it's matching where I'm at. And so, if I were to put that into step one, I am upset with my car because it doesn't feel good to me and it doesn't feel like it's matching my vibration. And don't worry, guys, I'll do an upset regarding twin flames, but I'm just kind of giving you an aspect of what you can do with the mirror exercise because you can do the mirror exercise on anything, any upset with your kids, with your work, with the neighbor, whatever. We're doing it with the car right now. So, step one would be I am upset with my car because I feel like it doesn't feel good to me and that it doesn't vibrationally match my desires. I'm upset with myself is step two. I'm upset with myself because I don't feel good to me and I don't feel like I vibrationally match myself. And step three would be, is there any truth to that? Yes, there is truth. There is truth that I don't feel good within myself and I don't feel like I'm matching the vibrational self that I desire to be. Yeah, I feel bad in some areas because I'm still entertaining lower vibrational patterns and thought processes, and that doesn't feel good to me. And I'm not allowing myself to truly reach my highest potential or my highest self because I choose to feel bad in these lower vibrational thought processes. So, what does this part of me that is doing this need to feel loved? That is step four. I need to give myself love and compassion here. Yeah, my inner child is saying that she just wants to be loved here and that she wants to let go of these lower vibrational thought processes about her because they're not actually her thoughts. They're thoughts that she picked up from, I'm getting like other kids. Like I'm getting this image of being in, okay, yeah, I'm getting this image of being in second grade. And, ooh, this is bringing up some emotion here. My family was not a very wealthy family, and there was this little girl that I wanted to be friends with. And I remember her giving me a hard time because my clothes were from Walmart, and her dad would take her to Portland to go school shopping. And you would have to like drive like 3 or 4 hours to this place, and he would take her to the outlet malls, and she would have like the coolest clothes. So yeah, it's like this energy or this feeling of feeling like poor. And that's actually how my car makes me feel. It makes me feel like poor and in a poverty consciousness. So I choose to let go of attachment to poverty consciousness. I choose to let go of this belief that I'm poor. And I choose to claim my abundance here. And I choose to see myself as abundant because, in truth, I'm a child of God and God is limitless. And I can always receive more good. My good is already here. So, yeah, I choose to just feel the feeling of abundance and what it would feel like to have the card that I desire. So I'm just going to give that to her. I'm going to like let her sit in the car that she desires and what that would feel like. What would that smell like? Where would I go? And I can already feel my energy like lightening up and raising in my vibration here. If you can imagine it, you can have it. This is the truth. Like if you can see it, if you can really feel it, you're already calling it into your vibration. So I choose and claim to have my new car, and I'm glad I'm doing this live because eventually you guys will see my new car when it gets here. I'll just be patient and trust that it's coming. I don't know how, I don't know when, I just trust that it is because this is what I'm calling in and this is what I desire. Is there anything else that I need in this space? Yeah, I choose to, she wants me to like make sure that I let go of just any belief in scarcity and that I don't entertain any vibration that tells me that I'm poor or the poor or the poverty is really just coming from my thoughts and just entertaining lower vibrational thoughts. And that I'm not deserving of more, or I'm deserving of all my good. So I'm just going to love her here and I'm going to give her a big hug. And I'm going to bring her into my heart space and let her integrate here and just let her melt into me. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. How am I feeling now about my car? Yeah, this feels peaceful. I feel like a lot of gratitude for the car that I have right now because it gets me where I need to be. And I do feel like I'm vibrationally vibing up into a car that truly supports me. And I choose to just trust the process that's already unfolding. Yeah. So that is one of the ways that you can use the mirror exercise. It can be on absolutely anything. And how you know that you've completed it is that you feel at peace with whatever the upset was, that it no longer bothers you. And when I checked in, I just felt gratitude that I at least have a car and I'm not having to like walk places and that I can get into my car and go do what I need to do whenever I need to. So I do feel more at peace there, but I also do know that I'm calling in more and I can surrender to that. Let's see if there's a twin flame upset we can work through. I want to do one that's relevant because I know that everyone works through like particular upsets around either abandonment or their twin flame not talking to them or just feeling like maybe their twin flame is choosing someone else. I've worked through a lot of upsets with my twin flame in the last few days, so I'm feeling pretty at peace, but I can give you an example. So I was upset with my twin flame because I felt like he wasn't giving me the attention I truly desired. So yeah, I'm upset with my twin flame because I feel like he wasn't giving me the attention that I really desired from him, and it made me feel unloved. I'm upset with myself is step 2. I'm upset with myself because I feel that I'm not giving myself the attention that I desire, and it makes me feel unloved. Step 3, is there any truth to this? Yes, this is very true. I am not giving myself the attention and the self-care that I've been desiring. And I'm actually seeking the attention outside of me instead of giving it to myself. And that makes me feel unloved because I'm seeking it outside instead of just surrendering and giving to myself in this moment. So what do I need here to feel loved? That is step 4. Yeah, my inner child is like, I want your attention. You give your attention to everyone else, but you don't give me the attention. It's like a little hurt girl who's having kind of a tantrum here. Like, you give everyone else your time, but you don't give me enough time. So I'm just going to scoop her up and give her a big hug here and give her my time and my presence and attention. Yeah, as I do that, she like leans in and like puts her head on my chest. Like, she feels relief here. I do feel some sadness coming up in my chest. When you feel feelings coming up, Don't attach to them or identify with them. They're coming up to be released. You can just let them go. Just feel all the way through them. Maybe take a deep breath in. Let go all of the sadness, any judgment, any shame, any guilt. Just let it all go. I'm going to ask, is there anything else that you need to feel loved here? She just needs more love. Yeah, there's this energy of feeling abandoned when I don't give her the time and attention. When I don't give myself the time and attention, I feel abandoned and I feel unloved. Yeah, that feels complete here. So I'm going to give her a big hug and let her melt into my heart space, become one with the woman that I am today. And when I know that she's melted in, I feel like this lock in. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like this feeling like it locks right in. And it's almost like if I could give like an image to it, it's like when you see an image of an atomic bomb and it hits the ground and it kind of goes, it's like that kind of feeling. Like there's like a lock and it's just like this wave of energy goes out. So that's usually how I know that I've completed that. But I also ask myself again, like, how do I feel now that my twin flame wasn't giving me the attention that I wanted? Yeah, it's helping me see that, like, because my twin flame is my perfect mirror, he was mirroring back to me not giving attention to myself. And I can't get anything from my twin flame that I'm not giving myself. And when I did heal this last night, he ended up like showing up and just like giving me the attention that I desired. So it's ended up like working out in my favor, but I really had to love myself in that space first. And that's usually what a lot of people avoid, is like loving themselves deeply first and giving to themselves the way they want to be given to. Most of us were taught how to look for love outside of ourselves and in our reality. And what this work teaches you is to look within and give yourself what you need, and then you naturally attract that love to you. So I really hope that this is helpful in seeing the mirror exercise literally live and moving forward in your inner work. This is the one tool that I use to heal my upsets and to heal my twin flame union. And I still use it to this day. Every day I'm using the mirror exercise, and it is the quickest way. I hear people say, like, I'm just going to meditate, or I'm just going to wait for my twin flame. And if you're waiting, they're going to mirror back to you waiting. So I don't recommend that. And the tool is meant to help you see the actual mirror, which is what your twin flame is a true mirror to you. And when you can see them as your mirror, you will find that the upsets are never personal and that they're actually unconditionally loving you by pointing to these places that need deeper love. So be very compassionate with yourself and really allow yourself to look within, because all of the answers are within. Everything that you're seeking is within. And this was at first very hard for me to wrap my head around, but the more that I practice this, the more that anytime anyone upsets me, I realize I don't have to give my power over to the upset. I don't have to give them power in any type of way. They can't make me feel a certain way unless I say yes to this. And the mirror exercise has really helped me claim my power back and choose my peace over being upset. So since you are still here, there's a few of you still here, I'm going to pull a card before I close here and see what the message is for the collective as we go deeper in our healing and our inner work. If you need support with the mirror exercise, I am offering free intro sessions, 30-minute intro sessions. And we can see if coaching is a right fit for you. I do have a few openings, so I have been, I wouldn't say picky, but very like aware of who I'm choosing to do one-on-one sessions with, because my time and energy is precious, and I really desire to work with people who are very serious about coming into union and very serious about becoming the best version of themselves and actually doing the work, because I can't heal you. I just guide you through your healing. I'm here to support you through your healing. God heals you. Okay, let's get a few cards for you. 1, 2. Hello, hello. Let's see what else we got going. Okay, perfect. I'll take all 4 of these. Okay. So the first one that came up was surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for a quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad you get this through. So your body is asking for rest and sleep. So this was also part of like myself, where I wasn't giving myself the attention I needed. I knew I needed more sleep today, and I pushed through. I was like, nope, I got things to do. I got things to finish. And yet my body and my inner self was communicating like, it's time to rest. And as the divine feminine, I actually thrive when I rest more than just like push through. And I find that when I allow myself to rest and just be, I actually make more money that way too, or have more opportunities come in. So it's important that you listen to yourself. And if your body and your higher self are telling you to rest, there is a purpose for that. So definitely give yourself rest and some really great sleep. It's late here. It's already 9:11, so it's time for me to be getting ready for bed here very soon. The next card is surrender your ego. So yeah, that's what this mirror exercise does, is it helps you let go of the upset, the ego, and it really requires you to choose peace, to choose love. When you do that, you'll find that you call in even more peace and even more love. Doesn't mean you won't have upsets, but it does mean that you'll move through it much quicker. So it says, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, come from your heart, and let go of your ego. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Yeah. So really make the choice to surrender ego and to choose love in that space. You have a choice. You can only honor one master, and that's either you honor ego or you honor love. Highly recommend love. All right, the next card is surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel a fire in your belly. Focus on people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Absolutely. So this is also another place where I was not giving myself attention, because there were things that I wanted to do that I'm really passionate about, but I kept saying like, no, I can't do that right now because I need to finish laundry. I need to do things that really don't actually like build passion. And there's a balance. There's still things that you got to do in your daily life, but you also need to make time to pursue your passions, pursue the things that really get you in your flow, pursue things that excite you and that allow you to step into your divine, authentic self. So surrender to your passions. That can be, for me, singing, dancing, doing puzzles. I get very passionate about puzzles, y'all. I love my puzzles. But I always get hard on myself, and I'm like, no, you can't do those things until all these other things are done. And it's fine to have a balance. Do one of the things that you need to get done, and then maybe spend 30 minutes to an hour doing something that you're very passionate about. And eventually you'll get to a place where you can just pursue your passions. And then last but not least, surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So yeah, I feel like this is a card in receiving support and love when it comes to your inner work. You do not have to do the inner work by yourself. You do not have to move through these hard, uncomfortable blocks and upsets with your twin flame by yourself. I gratefully do not have to. I do the majority of my inner work on my own with my twin flame, but I also meet with my coach once a week, and she helps me see my blind spots, because sometimes you're in the middle of it and you can't see your blind spots. So having a coach is very helpful. So if you are feeling guided and receiving deeper support, you will find my link below for the free intro session. And again, we'll see if coaching is the right mix for you. But other than that, thank you guys for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Peace, love, faith, and divine union. I love you guys so much. Take care.